And the results are in. Chris Brown just waxed Quavo. Ryan Garcia just waxed Devin Haney. And we about to wax this week with this week's news. This Tales from the Crib. You already know what you need to do. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. It's about to get messy, man. And it's your boy, man. Jesse J, Philip Supreme 305 with my co-host.
Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. What's up, people? Co-host just murdered that intro.
Exactly, man. What's up, Swifties, man? You already know I'm a Swiftie this week. I've been known to torture poet. You're a hater, man. You should have saw.
I've said I've been a hater since day one.
I was in there making pancakes, listening to the Swifties. He was like, what's this? I was like, it's the Swifties. He was like, I love it. I was like, it's amazing.
Who's making pancakes on you while playing Taylor Swift?
Don't worry about what I do on my pastime. Just worry about this news today, man. Hey, man, it's raining. It's been raining. It was raining a couple times this week.
Yeah.
It's been crazy, but
Poseidon is coming.
Oh, God.
But you know what else is coming? Episode 153. It's time to start a show. Time to talk about what's going on. Time to talk some mess. And see what's going on in the world. And make fun about it. If you're new to this show, we do it every week. We talk crap about everybody every week. And if you really like us, give us a super thanks down below. And we got a clip channel. You can check out the clip channel if you don't got time to watch a whole podcast. And then we got a gaming channel and a reaction channel. So check out everything we do. But it's time to start the show. It's time to talk about my co-host's favorite artists.
Who? Boston Richie?
No, we're not talking about snitches today. We're talking about... This is your topic. Go ahead.
Oh. Man, we over here talking about Kanye West, man. If you didn't know, Kanye West just dropped a full interview, man. He dropped an interview with Justin LaBoy.
Look, girl.
You don't like Justin LaBoy?
Man, he's so corny. And then you see all these women always post his tweets.
Saying I'm a positive person, respectfully.
I feel like he needs to be humiliated in the town square.
You remember, you know what's funny? I think he had the TV show. He had a TV show, or he's about to have a TV show called Respectfully Justin, and then they trashed that and they gave it to Carisha.
She's the prize.
Exactly. So what you do when you do for Daddy Diddy?
She's not the prize.
When you do for Daddy Diddy,
you know who's
TV
doing
shows.
For Daddy Diddy.
Man, this is what
undercover Diddy.
Listen, man, I'm trying to get that Floyd Mayweather money, or I'm trying to get that Diddy money. Don't worry.
Filet mignon money?
Filet mignon money. Whatever, man. Like
Kanye West. Okay, I told my host to introduce this topic, and he just didn't do that for a whole minute. So I'll try to do it. Kanye West on why him and Drake fell out again. It's like he signed his soul to the devil not to be cool with me. This is his job to go against God. Well, I don't know, Kanye. You had a lot of controversy. You were, switching teams and talking a whole bunch of mess about certain groups of people and getting canceled. True. I don't know if it was necessarily smart to be associated with you at that time, but you could say, oh, that's not a real friend for sticking by me. But you made it pretty hard to stick by you with what you were saying about people.
Going all crazy and stuff. And the way you got your girl walking out here half naked, I don't know how you still ain't get canceled.
What, for that?
Yeah.
It's her body, her choice. How dare you, co-host?
You think it's her choice to dress like that?
In the 1920s.
You think it's her choice to dress like that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
This man,
he's not picking her clothes.
Man, but like I was saying, man, Justin LaBoy just dropped an interview with Kanye West. It's his first episode on the podcast called The Download. I mean, it was crazy when he released.
I was watching it. And I thought I was watching the Down syndrome.
You know what's funny? That when he released it, it was like, oh, in order to watch it, you have to buy off of Kanye West Yeezy website. And everything on his website is $20. And I was like, man, I ain't finna buy this. I'm finna
gonna get the sock shoes?
I was finna get the sock shoes, but it was $20. I was like, man, I'm finna call my mama. Like, hey, mama, let me borrow 20. I got you on Friday. But then, I was like,
should have got your mom a pair of sock shoes.
But I was like, man, Mother's Day coming up.
When you're, Mother's Day is
so I was like,
up.
I can't.
You should have got her some, because then it's like,
no,
Mom, when you're tired and you want to stop wearing them heels, throw them heels in the purse and pull out your sock shoes.
Nah, see, I could have did that. I could have bought my mom some Yeezy stuff for the Yeezy website for Mother's Day. You think she would have like that?
I heard she wanted an MGK memorabilia. She wanted a Rap Devil T-shirt.
All right, but whatever, man. But all I had is listen, man. Back to the story at hand, man. So he hopped on the Justin the Boy download podcast. Instead of me having
is called the Download.
He's
on the Download.
Exactly. He got Kanye West on it. So he dropped the interview. He was talking trash on everybody. He was talking about J. Cole, Drake. He was talking about Kodak Black. Man, we got it right here. He even dropped on the Like That diss song towards Drake. So now it's 1 versus 25. But play the song.
I mean, they're saying that Drake is the Thanos of the rap community right now.
I mean, hey, I heard they're trying to eliminate Drake. That's what all Kanye was talking about during the whole interview. Is let's eliminate Drake.
I know how that feels. When you're great, they want to take you out.
God, calm down, Jay-Z.
Oh, never compare me to that camel. But let's go ahead and check the clip out.
Think of a Drake line, play J. Cole, get the pussy dry.
How did this even come about? Who called who? Yeah, Pluto. Pluto called me. I went to the studio, laid that, and then we, went through the creative process, adding the chords, and called the Hooligans, called them out in London to get on a joint. And, everybody was very, very excited about the elimination of Drake. Yo, we were not excited. We was energized.
Y'all did the Hoover concert together. Me and the rest of the world thought y'all were back cool. What happened after that? Like, what happened after that to where y'all didn't? Because I thought once that concert happened,
it cuts Drake's soul. It's like he signed his soul to the devil to not be cool with me, to have to, like, this is his job to go against God.
Wow.
And it cuts his soul.
Oh, wait, who's God? Is he what, Jesus or Kanye West?
He's talking about Zeus.
Himself? Oh, hard. I mean, he calls himself Zeus now?
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe. I wouldn't doubt it. But and back. So you hear what he said here, man. He's talking about a lot of stuff. He's talking about eliminating Drake. He also talked about his child support.
Why they gotta hate Drake, man?
Because he light skinned. He's stealing all the
Thompson
girls.
of the rap game.
He's stealing all their girls. I mean, hey, if somebody's always stealing all my girls, you see what happened to the one dude? He ain't here no more.
Oh.
He in Austin.
Oh.
Exactly.
You're talking about Seth.
Oh God, eliminated Seth. Nah.
My co-host eliminated Seth. I seen in the comments, they're like, where's Seth?
Because you're talking to all my girls.
So they're like, football season's over and Seth is just only here for football season. Comment if you want some more Seth content.
Exactly. So Kanye West talking about how his child support he's paying over $2,000. $200K of 2,000.
He's a billionaire.
I mean, but he has 4 kids with Kim Kardashian, so I mean, it makes sense. It's like 50K a kid.
He didn't learn from Nick Cannon. You got to have 12 kids, so then you're not liable for anything.
Oh, like Young Thug.
That's what I'm trying to do. If I end up getting,
or like Bob Marley. I think it wasn't.
If I get someone pregnant, then I'm getting like
Elephant Man. Elephant Man has like 38 kids.
11 other girls pregnant, and then I don't have to pay any child support.
That's hard. You know Elephant Man?
I'm just kidding.
You ever heard the Ponda River? Ponda Boss. Elephant Man. He has 38 kids.
The
right?
Elephant Man?
That's his rap. That's his rap name.
Oh,
he's a regular artist. Don't diss Elephant Man. They gonna get on you.
I'm not dissing him. I just don't know him like that.
But he has 38 kids.
I thought you were making jokes at first.
No, he has 38 kids, and he says he wants more.
You gotta spread this seed.
He's like Bob Marley.
Bob Marley's the GOAT.
Exactly.
He wanted his music to continue. He's like, you take me out, I got 20 sons.
Pretty much, but
I taught him all the ways.
But I mean, he also talked about how his favorite artist is Kodak Black and 21 Savage. So we're gonna talk about this right now.
Kodak Black.
How do you feel about Kanye West even getting on this? Do you think what he said was even true? That
I mean, I don't really care. I don't really like Justin the Goofy. And Kanye West has been in and out of the mental hospital for the last 5 years, so it's not really anything I'm tripping on. So it's like, it's whatever.
You think he just went? I don't even think Future even hit him up to be on. I think like he was like Future made the songs and like he just came out of nowhere like, oh yeah, Future asked me to do this. It's like, no, I didn't. You just want to hop on this. You just wanted another reason.
He was
probably
probably jumping in the studio. He probably heard he was at the studio and was like, oh, I'm coming.
Exactly, because nobody ain't asked for this.
Big Daddy Ye is coming.
Exactly. I don't think this isn't still out on any DSP, so you can't really listen to it. You have to find it on YouTube. But I mean, the fact that Kanye West still has his beef with Drake, and like he dissed J. Cole,
I
because
thought they hugged. I thought they hugged it out.
that's what he was saying. But they're saying it's fake. Everything that Drake is doing is fake. I mean, but this is why I'm hanging with too many people. See, when you hang with too many people, there's always fake stuff going on. You see what's going on. So we're gonna talk about the fake stuff going on too, but it's crazy. And also, he talked about J. Cole. Does J. Cole really get the P dry? Do you play J. Cole around your
Word
girl?
on the streets.
Do you play
Ladies
J.
do
Cole?
not ask for J. Cole.
Not even with the.
They asked for Chico 2 times. Say it 2 times.
Remember, he had that one song, Planes.
You know what they really asked for?
Who? Lil Durk?
Travis Porter.
Oh Lord, you still playing Travis Porter around your girls?
No.
Please tell me.
That was college days. I'm beyond that. But it's good to. Sometimes it's good to relive the memories.
Wait, hold on, wait. So you was one of them guys that used to have a certain playlist set for like girls to come
There
over?
was definitely a Freak Naughty playlist. Don't get it twisted.
Wait. So how many? So you named the Freak Naughty?
Huh?
You named the Freak Naughty? How many other playlists? You do be make. See, my co-host is organized. He be having playlists on playlists on playlists. That's like all the playlists we have here. He set up. So you had.
I'm the playlist man.
So you had the Freak Nasty playlist.
Allegedly.
Was that on what
I
other?
had that on so far back that was on my iPod video. Before you had an iPod on your phone.
He been a freaks hooked on
I've been
phonics.
the mayor of Freak Town for a long time.
He the original Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say what they call me, but let's just say they used to call me Rocket Man.
No, but honestly, like, why? Comment down below. Let me know, how do y'all feel about J. Cole's music? Do you really not play it around people? Was it just like J. Cole was a moment, and it's like because he
only
came
our friend that we all mutually agree on that has terrible music taste that lives in Austin. That he's probably the only person that plays J. Cole.
I mean, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, it's just because he doesn't know any better, and he came from a town with one street light.
You can't say that. I mean, wait. First off, J. Cole makes classic tapes. You can't say that. Let me see.
J. Cole makes music for
people when they want to go to sleep. That people have a tough time going to sleep. The ambiance music.
I don't even want to say.
Horrible.
I was gonna be too mean. I'm just gonna let it go.
So I'm gonna go down a couple of the Kanye J. Cole albums, and you tell me which ones is hot and not. We got and y'all need to comment down too. We got the Cold World. You saying that was trash?
That one I think I liked like 4 or 5 songs.
Born Sinner was fire.
It was okay.
Forest Hill Drive.
Didn't listen to it.
You ain't listen to Forest Hill. Just came have this conversation with this guy. How you listen to Forest Hill Drive?
I mean, I really truly ain't listened since Friday Night Lights.
A Tale of Two Cities. You remember that?
Nah, I didn't listen.
I will play it right now.
But see,
Role Models.
But that's the thing, though. Like,
I mean, for your eyes only. That was like a personal album he did for his
people are
homeboy.
like,
That was
oh,
trash.
you gotta listen to Kendrick for the lyrics, or you gotta listen to J. Cole for the lyrics. To be honest, I never listened to rap for the lyrics.
You listen to rap for the boom bap?
I live in the rap music to get me hyped to play sports games because I played football. So to get me amped where I was going to take someone's head off, or someone just talking about some crazy stuff that I think is fun. Like
with the whole beef right here.
Like diss songs is always fun.
So with the beef right here, also Kanye. Okay, so how do you feel about the whole Drake when he put the AI song with Snoop Dogg, Tupac, and with the Dr. Dre beat?
I don't know if he did that or if that one was a fan. That sounded more like a fan. But it was crazy how he didn't really put out the real one, and everyone like, oh, is this AI? Like, I don't know if he did that to test the waters. And then once everyone said it was hot fire, that he was like, oh yeah, it was me, and like claimed it as an official version that's now on iTunes, or I still say iTunes, see Apple Music.
On the fake little Tupac, and then you see Snoop Dogg react.
I mean, he can't do that with them because it's they ain't gonna get that cleared.
Did you see Snoop Dogg react to it? He's like, did what? He did what? For real?
I mean, it's crazy to use AI for Snoop Dogg when he's still alive. I mean, it's one thing to get Tupac and add that in and make that fun, but Snoop is like, I'm still here, bro. Just I didn't smoke so much I turned into a ghost. Like, I'm still alive.
I mean, but he wouldn't have been on there talking down on Kendrick like that. But if you didn't know, I mean,
yeah, he would have. If Drake would have asked him, he would have.
You think
Drake just give him some OVO Jordans? Snoop would be.
That's all it takes to diss Kendrick Lamar is the OVO Jordans.
Oh yeah, facts. Since he's a part of Nike and like Nike does the uniforms for the NFL, he's like, you want to be on the field with the Pittsburgh Steelers, Snoop?
You want to go to the OVO Fest?
You want to go to OVO Fest, and then be on the sideline at the Steelers game? Which, I mean, Snoop could probably do by himself anyways.
But if you didn't know what happened, Drake dissed Kendrick Lamar. No, I'm sorry. Let me start all over. On a future Metro Boomin album, on the Like That song, Kendrick Lamar
make some drums.
dissed Drake. Then after that, Drake dissed Kendrick Lamar. Then after that, Drake got tired of waiting because it's been like 10, 11 days since, Drake last dissed Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar still ain't respond. So, Drake had to put the people's album on it. You think so?
He's still getting ready.
And
He's
I
still...
mean, they saying it took at least Drake 25 to 29 days to diss Kendrick Lamar. So do you feel like we need to get Kendrick Lamar that same amount of time, or is it like he's been talking about this for like the longest? You've been talking about it in the
if they really could rap, they could do it quick. It's not hard.
Chief Keef would have been done with this.
But yeah, I mean, Chief Keef would have just...
You see Rick Ross, he got a video. He dropped the diss and the video.
We might react to the video. Comment down below if you want us to react to that on Crib Reactions. If we get 1 comment and 10 likes, we might do it on the reaction channel.
But so on this interview, and besides that, how you feel about the whole Lil Durk situation, how Kanye West talked about, that was disrespectful.
I mean, because Kanye was trying to let the GDs in the door. What are you talking about? We ain't about that. It's GDK all day.
Oh, man, so you didn't know, also in an interview.
I mean, and he's hanging out with goofies like Ruga. It's like...
Let him hang out with Ruga. What's wrong with that?
Nah.
This is the first and only time you probably going to only say his name?
Huh?
This is probably the first and only time you're going to say his name on the podcast?
I mean, we're talking about goofies. So I thought it'd be the perfect time to bring up his name. But, I mean, it's just weird how Kanye West tried to, like, hang out with all the BDs, and then he wants to hang out with all the GDs. And it's like, man, you ain't righteous.
You think
Kanye really needs to find God. That's what he needs to do.
You think he only doing that for FBG Duck? He's only doing that because FBG Duck passed away to make him feel good. I
mean, why would he care? Did he even know who Duck was?
It's in Chicago. I mean, he's in Chicago. So, I mean, if you're the hottest rapper in Chicago, you're going to know all the hottest street rappers in Chicago.
No, but, I mean, he was never a street rapper, so why would he know? That's like asking, like, what, does Common know about Chief Keef?
Yes, Common knows about Chief Keef.
I mean, does he really, though?
Yes.
Do you think...
They be smashing the same girls.
Do you think...
wait, pause that.
Do you think Common knows about THF or 600?
What if his cousin? His brother.
They ain't his cousins.
His brother.
It's D. Rose's cousins.
See? You know Michelle Obama in the trenches?
I mean, she's from O Block, but that's different.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade's from Sesame Street. I don't know. We don't accept Dwayne Wade over here. He switched sides.
Man, but also before we move on to the next topic, I mean, he also talked about how he ain't voting for Joe Biden. So when the next election come up, he not voting Democrat. You already know that. So
yeah, and if you want to check out my co-host's Hardcore Republican channel, check out Jesse J Make America Great Again on YouTube, and you can check out his videos.
Oh Lord, I make one video
for your far right content.
I'm independent. Is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't know what you identify as these days. We heard you on other podcasts that you were gender fluid, so who knows what fluid you're on.
Listen, man, can we fluid on to the next topic?
Fluidle-doo.
Nah, fluidle do this, man. Like I said, man, it's part 2. Part 2 of the beef. Man, Chris Brown sparked it up with the Freak song on his new album. Quavo turned around, dropped his diss song Tinder, and now it looks like they came out with another hit, another diss track, both of them, with The Weakest Link done by Chris Brown, and what was the name of the Quavo one?
OHB, which is what Chris Brown's crew is. But instead of, I don't know what it really stands for, but he put it as Overhose and Biatches.
But we got a video right here. We gonna play the video.
Yeah, and I'm gonna co-host. You're gonna take over for a second before I R. Kelly the place.
All right, Diddy.
He the only real one that got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you instead.
In the face, talking about fashion week. You sparing who? Come punch me in my face. It ain't nothing.
It ain't nothing. So, like I said, man, the results are in, man. Everybody's saying it was trash. Chris Brown even commented on this saying, Google raps, that ish is poo. Damn, I was excited that ish don't even need a response. Takeoff rap better. So if you didn't know, I said Takeoff rap better. In the Quavo diss in the OHB, he put Takeoff in the verse. It was an old song where Takeoff was on back in the day. You know, the late great Takeoff passed away when he was in Houston, tragically. So, you know, he had Takeoff in the verse. He was in the beginning of the song. Quavo rapped in the middle. Then Takeoff came at the end with the chorus. The chorus was hard. I mean, it was a bang. I mean, to me, I felt like, I mean, the song was amazing. But if you were finna do that, Quavo, I mean, like, you could at least did the verse over yourself, the chorus over yourself, and did the verse. But I mean, I'm guessing you probably did it yourself. It didn't turn out as good as you thought it was, so you just released it with Takeoff. But that's what gave you the big L. I mean, everybody's saying that Chris Brown diss track is better, especially since, I mean, he was going crazy with it with the Weakest Link, man. He was coming with his whole King Von flow. I mean, Chris Brown was acting like he was a real blood in these streets, and it's just crazy how this is all going on over SAWEETIE. I mean, just because Quavo what Quavo can't find the whole. Just because Quavo took Karuchi, now Chris Brown want to come out and say, "Oh yeah, I had your girl SAWEETIE while you was messing with her," and then after that, I mean, the unthinkable happened. I mean, you already know, California's own SAWEETIE had to come out and put her 2 cents into it.
California's own.
She's in San Francisco. That's where she's from.
Yeah, I know.
I was at the California Barbie.
Ooh.
But, you know, she had to come in on her own and, you know, screenshot her DMs showing Quavo was being thirsty in her DMs.
Do we have that?
Mm-hmm. Quavo being thirsty in her DMs. So.
Right there, from 21 hours ago, dang, we used to mean as AF to each other. I mean.
So, I mean,
I don't know what he's trying to say.
But the funny part was when she dropped this, everybody was going all crazy saying, "Oh, look at Quavo in the DMs." But if you look at the top, it says, "Oh yeah, this happened January 14th," and you know it's like April. It was like April 22nd, something like that. So I mean, these some old DMs. So if you didn't put,
it's April 24th.
It's April 24th. So if you didn't put 2 and 2 together,
it's coming out
the January 14th significant date is the same day that Chris Brown and SAWEETIE was at the USC basketball game where they was photoed together, and that's where this came out. So I guess the photo happened, and then Quavo commented down like, "Damn, we used to meet."
Trust SAWEETIE.
You can't exactly. That's messy.
She was photoed at my basketball games, and then she started popping up all over the place. I was like, "Dang, girl."
Exactly. So I mean, with this, do you blame SAWEETIE for this? I mean, even though she got a boyfriend with YG, which doesn't make sense with me because I explained it to you.
Yeah. It's like, why are you talking about an ex? Like, you're supposed to ignore it, but then it's like you're talking about an ex publicly. That is a little weird, but
you know she
also
clout.
wants to defend herself, and she also probably wants the clout. Like, I'm gonna use this.
Cause you know her records.
I'm all about the drama.
You know she's all about the drama. She's not about the drama. Her records need to sell. If she was about the drama, she'd sell.
Her records ain't selling.
Exactly. You see Coyle Ray over here going.
She's more of an influencer than an artist.
You see Coyle Ray over here going through it. She's like, now it was like she was rapping.
She's a TikTok queen.
Now she's like getting sexier and sexier. She's doing all these like burlesque dances. She kicking the legs up. Every time I see Coyle Ray,
she's catering to fans like you, because you always like the big purr. My co-host used to be called Big Purr.
It's horrible. Nah, but how far do you think this beef is gonna go? Do you think Chris Brown and Quavo ever gonna? So you know, okay.
Oh, who do you think won?
Chris Brown.
Yeah, I think Chris Brown won.
Oh yeah,
I didn't like that Quavo used unused Takeoff verse for the chorus. And it's like, man, like he said he wished it was you. Everyone wished it was you that passed away instead of him. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, the only way I can get this song to be hype is to use the one that passed away, kind of solidifying what Chris Brown said, saying that they wish that he would have been taken out rather than Takeoff. So I mean,
that's just another L Quavo did. So that's
I think that's an L for that.
So that's Chris Brown, Fredo Santana,
and then what?
They
took a chain.
They took it. They basically made Quavo take an L, and Soulja Boy, Big Draco.
And then Sweetie, man. Sweetie got beat up in the elevator. That's not nice, Quavo. And then she exposed him right here when he thought he was being cool, and then he's getting exposed. Like, you talking like you don't care about nothing, but then I got you here still in the DMs.
Exactly. Hopefully, the model he can turn into a me replies. I mean, he can turn another. I mean, Sweetie wasn't. Everybody saying Sweetie wasn't that talented. She had a couple Grammys.
Oh,
she had like
very
5.
talented. You got to define talented, co-host.
Musically talented for rap for the rap music.
She's not musically gifted,
I mean,
but she's visually gifted. It's a different type of gifted. Sometimes you ain't gotta be both to be a star. You just gotta check one of them boxes.
I mean, hey man. So which one was Notorious B.I.G.?
It's definitely not visually. That guy looks like when you made a cupcake and it went over the band.
Oh, Lord. Disgusting. But we're gonna keep you more up to date on this whole beef, man. I don't know what's gonna happen with YG. I mean, Tiana Taylor.
Hopefully YG twists his ankle. I would cross YG up in a one-on-one hoop game. I would definitely shoot a 3 in his face. If anyone knows about getting crossed in a ask this guy. First-hand knowledge. Hit him with the and he went, whoa. Right, co-host?
Horrible. But we're going to see what's going to go on with this. YG may say something about this. I mean, he talked about Tiana Taylor.
And better not talk about my other boo.
Tiana Taylor?
Yeah.
He talked about how Tiana Taylor's all coked up. Not Tiana Taylor coked up. Chris Brown was all coked up about the attack Tiana Taylor, and Usher stopped it from happening.
Why is Chris Brown after Tiana?
Remember, that was, we did the topic on it where Iman Shumpert, Chris Brown, and Usher was spotted, I think, at a bowling alley or a skating ring, and Chris Brown was going to attack Tiana, but Iman Shumpert didn't do anything, and everybody was wondering why. I mean, it's that situation.
What? It sounds fake.
But we ended up finding out they divorced, so he ain't worrying about that no more. That's the old thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of things going on in Hollywood. I told you, man, it's getting real messy.
Tiana's looking for a new stepdaddy.
So you want Tiana Taylor or Tweety? Which one you want? You gotta pick one.
Both.
Who you, Neo? You
Yes.
got both. You walking around with 2 girls? You finesse 2 times?
No, I'm what's his name?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ty Dolla $ign. Got 2 of mine in the club.
Oh,
I know they know about each other.
this is why he a real city boy. Narcos is
just
a real
because I know
city
Ty
boy.
Dolla $ign by heart.
And you know the song by heart. That's the #1 city boy anthem.
That's a toxic boy anthem.
All right, but we're moving on here, man. It's time to talk about some real toxic stuff, man. Yeah, my Coles better act right, cause they finna get rid of him. They finna
You
get
gotta
really
give him that act right.
Man, horrible. Man, if you didn't know, man, the queen, man, the real queen, Taylor Swift just dropped the new
This
31
man came
track,
as
the
Swiftie
Torture
out of
Report.
nowhere. This man never wore denim in his life, and this man came out like Justin Timberlake at the VMAs, wearing all this denim. I don't know where it came from. I'm like, you're not the NSYNC front man. I don't know what you talking about or what you trying to do. You listen to one Taylor Swift album, and this man thinks he's Denim Dan. It's ridiculous.
You should have seen it. As soon as my co-host got in the car, I trapped him. I had him listen to the Taylor Swift album back and forth.
I thought I was on Taken. That's how bad the experience was.
But you gotta admit, some of the songs was good.
No, they weren't.
You hate
It
it.
was all trash.
So out of 31 songs, you didn't find like on none of
She
them?
had 31 songs.
Yes.
31 songs of whisper singing.
Of rap and
She
singing?
sounds like, I thought it was gonna be a rap album. I was waiting her to diss her ops. She kind of did diss her ops.
She dissed a lot of people. I mean, she just
But I wanted to be more hardcore.
horrible.
I'll be like, they call me Walk 'em Down Taylor.
All right, well, so if you didn't know, man, Taylor Swift dropped that album, man. It had sold over 2 million units the first week.
This guy probably played her a million.
Facts,
Gave her
I
a million
did.
plays.
She talked about everybody. She talked about her exes, Matt Haley, Joe Allen. Even my co-host even knows about Joe Allen. What you know?
Tony Allen? I didn't know Tony Allen
I
was
said
her
Joe.
ex. Oh, and Tim Allen?
I said Joe Allen.
From the
And
Toe Man Taylor?
Alwyn. Alwyn. My fault. Alwyn.
Alec Baldwin?
Horrible.
Tragic Baldwin? Tragic Baldwin dating Taylor Swift?
No. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wemby? Victor Wembanyama? God dang, it's an extensive list. No, she's in the football players right now.
No, also she talked about Travis Kelce in the album. She also talked about Taylor Swift. But I mean, a lot of people are giving Taylor Swift. I mean, a lot of people are giving Kim Kardashian a lot
They're calling her Amy.
a lot of hate in the Instagram comments, calling her aIMee, just because a couple songs that she made. It was a one song called aIMee where she Taylor Swift accused of shading Kim Kardashian in new song Thank You aIMee that's about being
that has
bullied.
KIM capitalized, so you know it's about Kim.
Exactly. So
and everyone's commenting aIMee under Kim's Instagram post.
That's about her being bullied. Your kids come home singing a song only us two is gonna know about, which is, I mean, it's a diabolical song. I mean, this whole thing's amazing. She's talking about the whole
You
situation.
gotta be a better parent than that. You gotta be a parent that doesn't let your kids listen to Taylor Swift. It's like, no. It's like Taylor Swift and Slipknot are not allowed in this house.
What's wrong with Taylor Swift?
She's like the anthem for homeschool children.
Why is they gonna get you in these comments? Nah, but if
I
you,
mean, I'm allowed to make jokes, man. I don't listen to like quasi country folk music.
horrible. So I mean, throughout the whole song, throughout the whole "Thank You, aIMee" song, she talks about how the whole situation, how it started with Kanye West going up there, stealing her award, saying Beyonce deserved this.
I know. How dare he?
To the point where the whole famous album with Kanye West dropped a famous track where it said,
Oh, he had all the
me and-
wax figures where everyone was naked.
Exactly. He said, "Oh, I think me and Taylor Swift can still have S because I made that famous. I made that famous." Said that and then Taylor Swift was like, "Oh, I didn't know he was gonna do that." Then Kim Kardashian dropped
Leaked
the
the
video,
phone call.
leaked the phone call video, the audio. She was the first person to use AI because that's the whole thing was fake.
Man, it
So-
was fake.
Kim-
It was
this is
AI
Kim-
before AI.
Kim
It was
Kardashian.
ChatGPT 1.0.
It was Kim Kardashian made it whatever she named it.
She used E-News.
Exactly. So I mean, the whole album. That whole track was about that situation. How basically,
Kim's
she
a
still
bully.
heard about that situation. She still remembers it. How it torn her up. She didn't think she was gonna make it through it. That was gonna end her career. Talks about how Kim K is still being fake
How
and
is someone
phony.
that's not even an artist gonna end your career?
I mean, she has power. I mean, at this point in time, what 2009 or 2015, Kim K and Kanye West is like the most powerful couple out there. And on top of that, on
She's
2015.
like, I made your divorce happen. I prayed to the witches.
Horrible. And then in 2015, that's when Kanye West was trying to be cool and act like she was Taylor Swift friend again. But he turned around and stabbed her in the back at another award show. And Taylor Swift's like, damn, every time I turn around, you've been in private, you want to be my friend, but in public, you want to talk about all this issue about me and make me look bad. So I mean, she doesn't like that. So she has that song, and also the song called Cassandra, where she talks about how she's a girl and goes to their hometown. She's like, "Oh, I told you that they lied on me. Everything I said was true." But
What do you think
nobody
about her
cares.
dissing Kanye's kids?
Exactly, nobody cares.
One day your kid's gonna come home singing my song that only me and you is gonna know about. Is us.
Exactly. So, do you think Taylor Swift went too far when she said, "My mom wishes that you was dead"? Or you think that was like right at borderline? Because I mean, she did kind of end her career
That's like
and caught a snake.
That's like as trap as Taylor Swift is gonna get. She ain't gonna say like, I'm gonna catch up, whack him up, and do him dirty.
I mean, if would you be
Headshot, red dot,
Would
kid
you-
got.
would you be surprised if she did that? Because you
That
don't
would be
trust.
awesome. That would be awesome if Taylor Swift had a drill track.
Uh-huh.
She did it and had Chief Keef on the chorus
Oh.
or Sexy Red.
I mean, she has been chilling with Ice Spice. I mean, she did have that one song with Ice Spice.
Man, that doesn't even count.
It's not hard enough. She needs to go harder. Go. So she needs to do a song with
Listen,
Glorilla.
Ice Spice might be wider than Taylor Swift. That don't count.
So she needs a song with Glorilla
Yeah, she gotta do a glow.
or
She
Sexy
used to run
Red
to the old big glow
or
Sexy Red.
Mellow Bucks from Chicago.
Oh, maybe
That's too much.
that might be too much. I don't know if she's gonna be in tune that much.
Who one of the city girls?
She needs to. Oh, you know what? What if Taylor Swift brought back Destiny's Child, but she's the Beyonce?
She would never. You know her. I mean, her and Beyonce. They semi cool. That
ain't
wouldn't happen.
cool.
I mean, she did. She because I mean, when she went on the award show, she did talk about Taylor Swift and did give her some flowers and said she's an amazing artist. So I wouldn't
A
see.
lot of people felt like that was fake.
You think
That
so?
was phony jabroni.
I mean, it's Hollywood. There's a lot of things going on in Hollywood. It's fake. So I
But
wouldn't
yeah,
be.
thank you, aIMee, but it's spelling Kimmy.
Exactly. So I mean, also if you see on TikTok, there's a lot of songs with Northwood. Well, not on TikTok anymore because UMG took it away. But there's a lot of videos of Baby Northwest dancing to "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift. So I mean, that is.
It's just weird that like she would you feel like that she would be into that.
With the kid.
But yeah, but if you think about the kid probably goes to like a private school, which is like the same thing as homeschooled children dang there. So again, it proves me right that Taylor Swift is homeschool children music.
You can see. These homeschool girls, one of the white girls gonna get you.
No. It's basically like Girl Scout music. Like this is the stuff that like play while you're doing crafts at Girl Scouts.
I mean, when I listened to the album, I gotta admit, when I listened to the album,
It made
I
you
did.
cry?
I did. I'm gonna drop a tear.
Did you think of aIMee?
Nah, it's not even an aIMee song. It was a lot of other songs on there. Let me see. Let me pull it up right. Let me pull it up right quick. You already know somebody recently played. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Number one. Recently played. So that Fortnite with Post Malone, fire. You gotta hear that one. The song Florida, fire. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, fire. She got a song called My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, fire. It's a whole bunch of songs on here that was fire. Of course, you know the Cassandra.
Ain't no G Herbo on there.
Ain't no G Herbo on here. I mean, she really didn't have any features on here. It's only, I mean, she
No
had
Chief Wook.
Nah, she had The Machine.
No Buka 600.
And also Post Malone, but I mean, it's like 3 people on the album. Besides it was all her. I mean, you gotta give it to her. Like I said,
I was so
2 million.
disappointed. Charlamagne was telling me that this was gonna be a rap album.
I
He's
mean,
like, Beyonce did a country album. Taylor Swift's gonna do a rap album.
she uses a lot of metaphors, and her whole album she uses a lot of metaphors talking about people
And
like her ex-boyfriend.
and she
She
kinda
describes
like
chocolate bars and his dog tattoo, and the other ex she describes like the
And
typewriters.
She kind of does do like poet music. I noticed with her a lot of her music, she's not really like singing. So it's
I
like
give you
kind
that.
of like she kind of like sings how rappers sing, where they're like more like talking.
Yeah, and she describes everything. It's
So
crazy. But I need to comment down below how you feel about the new Taylor Swift album. Do you like it? Do you love it? Are you a hater like my co-host?
Certified hater
You
number
know
one.
I love it. I mean, I'm starting to.
Hey.
I got her. I got her.
Comment down below. Are you going to the player haters ball?
My co-host is. I got her album up there and the Ariana Grande album up there, and also the Gunna album. The album fire.
What did he get snitch of the year?
Oh, and the future album, the future Metro Boom album also is fire. Those are the
those
top 4
albums
albums.
weren't bad.
Those 4? I know. See, I told you like me.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
low-key
talking
Swiftie.
about just the future. The 2 Future and Metro Boom.
No Ariana
albums.
Grande.
You know you like the Chico Grande. Chico 2 times.
Pause.
Say it 2 times.
Buzz, but I mean, you ready?
Play.
You ready to talk about your favorite car?
Car that I'll never get.
The car that nobody ever gets, nobody ever wants, man. Tesla, man.
A lot of
Tesla.
people want it actually.
I mean, it's crazy. Over 2 million people.
Tesla just recalled all of its Cybertrucks. There is
4,000.
an issue with the Cybertrucks. One, it doesn't have like a quarter of the features that it was promised to have. It actually looks like the build quality is super cheap. It looks like you could pull off most panels. And then someone actually discovered that the plate that is on the pedal for acceleration is actually slips off easily and can easily get jammed. So it keeps the car basically in full throttle. You can hold the brake to override it, but as soon as you let go of the brake, it's going to start accelerating. And what's really scary about the Cybertruck is it, like many Teslas, can like go 0 to 60 in just a few seconds. Could you imagine
Disgusting.
just not paying attention and you're just like, boom.
That's what happened to Meek Mills. Meek Mills said he doesn't have a Tesla truck. He has another Cybertruck, another electric car that did the same thing. He got stuck. He had it for 1 day and it ran through his garage. She said, I almost lost my life.
That's almost as bad as when Meek Mill slipped on the snow stairs.
Hey, man, another L. But we got a video right here of him basically
Back to back.
explaining what's going on. We'll come back, tell you more about the Tesla truck, and, if you really want to waste your money.
So apparently the Cybertruck has a stop zone, and I might know why. It's got something to do with the accelerator pedal. So let me show you something interesting about my Cybertruck is that pedal looks different, right? It's missing this. So a couple days ago I'm driving, and let me see if I can get a good view here. I'm driving, and this goes here. As I'm driving, this slid up and wedged itself just like that. It's not clipped on, so it's kind of hard to see, but this wedged itself right there. And as you can see, based on the design of the floorboard, this sliding up, and the way this was still hooked onto the pedal, it held the accelerator down 100%, at full throttle. Now, I was luckily had a clear mind, didn't panic, and holding the brake down overrides the pedal. So I was able to stop the car, but anytime I lift the brake, it would start accelerating again. So I stopped the car, put it in park, got out. At first I thought the pedal was broken, but then I realized that nope, this was wedged down here under this little section here, not allowing this pedal to come back up. So yeah, looks like there's a recall or some kind of stop cell for that. Somebody that panics, that could be pretty dangerous. Crazy.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they just started bringing these cars out. I mean, people since 2019 ordered it, and they're just getting it now. Then it's already being recalled. But it's like you always told me, you never want to be the first. You never want to be the first to download the iPhone software. You never want to be the first to get the new Xbox or PlayStation, because it's always going to have glitches and stuff. And the first one's always a test dummy.
Yeah, I always say, wait at least, 6 months with the electronics and, get a year with the car. If a new model car comes out, get the second one. Because they're going to work out all the bugs of the first one.
Pretty much.
And this one, that's what I was talking about. The build quality is super bad. Because as you could see, the pedal wasn't actually, screwed into the metal. And the plate, you could see the plate was glued on,
basically,
and the glue came off, and then it got stuck, and that's super scary because if you're not cool, calm, and collected, you're going into someone full throttle.
$100K for something? I'm not paying $100K
for a death trap.
For a death trap, basically. But I mean, because they got 3 versions right now. They got the 60K, 80K, and 100K.
And this is the guy sending us to Mars.
Pretty much.
I already threw my co-host's name in the hat. Of the first 500 volunteers to go to Mars.
See, I'm getting that fresh clean now. Give me some alien pee, like Futurama.
What, are you gonna drink alien pee?
No, pause. You got jokes. Nah, but I mean,
what do you
with
want
this
it for?
with this whole Tesla stuff and Elon Musk, I mean, I do give it to him. He is trying to be futuristic. He is trying. I mean, he got the Tesla boss. He has this car.
The main thing that I didn't like about it is we've seen videos where they had the the big showcase, I guess you could say, where they're like, this is bulletproof against 9mm. But they were showing that it's actually mainly older guns that it's bulletproof to, but any of the modern firearms, especially the assault rifles, like an M16, that it goes right through it.
Pretty much.
So it's really not bulletproof.
Or the windows. And
that's what they're saying, and he goes, if you want to talk about the doors being bulletproof, there's a second part, you have windows, and the windows aren't bulletproof at all. So you really don't have coverage. And then there's a handful of features that were promised to the vehicle that they actually didn't
autopilot. It was
autopilot. Full on autopilot, and a handful of other things I don't remember that actually when people got it doesn't have.
Exactly.
Oh, it's supposed to have its own air pump.
Yeah. So air pressure pump.
Yeah, so that way if your tires got flat, you could fill up your own tires on the road, but it apparently was promised that in the showcase but doesn't have it with the final product.
Yes, and a lot of people were saying that they're getting these cars and it's coming back dusty, or with this whole color of the car, it gets really dirty quickly. So a lot of people are going out getting it wrapped in a different color.
Oh, I would definitely wrap it.
I seen somebody wrap it red.
I feel like the silver would get too hot, especially if you lived in somewhere sunny because it's just metal.
I can see it.
I would want it to get it wrapped.
And the thing about this,
what color would you wrap it? Like a yellow, a red, a green,
a red, candy apple red.
chameleon.
Get the candy apple red. I mean, of course, and I mean also with the Tesla
Suspenders
thing,
on it.
exactly, and with like John Cena or
Do,
life.
do, do, do.
But also with this Tesla car, they're saying that once you get this Tesla Cybertruck, you can't sell it. You can't sell it for after a certain amount of time.
It's a year.
Because after a year, if you try to sell it within a year without Tesla's knowledge, then Tesla has the right to blacklist you, and you won't be able to get Tesla again. And I mean, with people they buy Tesla cars, they want to stay in a Tesla family and keep buying this Cyber.
You know, I used to think that was like crazy, and it's like, man, you can't even sell it within a year if you end up not liking it.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, like, a year actually goes by like way quicker than you think. Like, you blink,
True.
and a year goes by, so it's really not too terrible. And then the vehicle doesn't lose like all of its value within a year. It's definitely going to lose some of its value, but if it's still like a rare item, whether people are waitlisted to get them, you might even make more than you paid for it because of the rarity of it. So who knows? You could actually make something on it, like a collector item.
I mean, but by the time if you order your Tesla truck right now, by the time it come out, Elon Musk would probably came out with something else.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, I don't know.
Cause I mean, he's gonna take it. Right now they're saying they're only gonna make like at least a quarter, with like a quarter mil a month, a quarter mil a year of these cars, of the trucks. Yeah,
250,000 a year.
Yeah, that's the most they're gonna be able to make. So and they got like an order of two million.
We got to see how long it's gonna take them to fix the recalled ones.
Exactly. So that's gonna push it back even further. Because if you go online on the website, it's a $250 deposit.
Well, I don't like how they lied on the pricing as well. Because we watched a video where they said it was like starting at like 39,000, basically 40,000. But then it's like when it all comes out, like the minimum model is like 50
like
or 50 or 60,
61K, like 60K.
Yeah, it's like how you gonna have it like get everyone's hopes up and then not be able to come through.
I mean, that's a real drive, wheel
switch
drive one. So I mean, any different other versions ones, but I mean, it's a lot of things that they got that you have to add on that you have to pay for now. It's like Fortnite, like these video games nowadays. Like you buy these video games, like oh yeah, Fortnite is free. You buy it for free, and then like they got all these skins you have to buy, pay with your own money.
They microtransaction you to death.
You basically, yeah, and I think that's what they're gonna start doing with cars now.
I hate that's like a game model now. Like, oh, like the game is free, but to like level up and not take 40 years, you got to pay money. Oh, to play this mode, it costs money. To play that mode, it costs money, and they just nickel and dime you to death.
Exactly.
Because supposedly, like the new Skate game, Skate 4, is gonna be a free game, but they'll probably have a bunch of microtransactions. Probably like all your clothes, boards, and shoes is gonna be like you got to pay like real money to unlock it.
Pretty much, and that's what they're gonna do with these cars now. These cars, like all the special features that you want in your car, like the air, what they promise you, the air pressure, they gonna make you pay for that. Oh, you want the air pressure feature in your car? You got to pay for it. Like, oh, you want this particular download in your car? You got to pay for this.
You know what you could download?
What? Pause.
Download these couch announcements.
But are you
done with this?
Do you see yourself? Wait. Do you see yourself buying one of these a Tesla electric car?
Man, I don't think we'll ever get big enough on YouTube to make me want to buy a Tesla.
If you do.
Nah, I mean, I think I honestly wouldn't buy anything.
I mean, they cheap. They only like 60K, 50K.
If we become
40K,
if we become millionaires, like I'm
40K, you only be a millionaire with 40K.
No, not a 40K, but I'm just saying if we make big time money, I'm probably gonna get like a regular car that I know is dependable. That's a good track record. Like I'll probably want to get like a truck again. So I would like a truck. So I would probably get that. Probably get a decent sized truck. But I mean, I don't know. I kind of like the smaller trucks because it's like you could. I hate parking too. I hate trying to park those trucks because then it's like sometimes people park like jerks and there's no room, and it sucks when you got a giant vehicle.
True.
So I would like a mid-sized vehicle, but something sporty.
Oh, and also, do you remember about the job that our homeboy used to have, Baby Jesus, with the?
Oh, he was a crash test dummy for Tesla.
So a lot of the cars that have that action, they're getting the car crashes. So those are also getting. They start looking to that also because a lot of people are getting these Tesla cars and putting it in autopilot mode, the older cars, and they're basically not paying attention to the road and they're getting in car accidents.
Yeah, that's when they try to have it do too much. But it's like some people are like driving as soon as they get on the highway, they turn it on autopilot mode, and then I saw some people were even putting on the Apple Vision.
Yep.
You know, and they're like, man, you can't be putting on VR while your car's driving.
I
would not trust the computer to drive me that much. I might play some Pokemon, but still have my hand on the wheel.
He's addicted to the Pokemon. But
man, yeah, let us know. If you want to check us
you
out.
download Pokemon Go next?
No, the old app? No, not that. I got an emulator. There's an emulator that's now available on Apple. You can hit us up on Instagram if you want to know how to get it. And then there's basically a way where you could get the game on your phone of all kinds of old games. And I can even tell you how to do that, so that way you could play all your old favorite, like Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64 games.
So you know the cheat code.
I know the cheat code. Well, speaking of cheat codes,
it's time to cheat us to the couch.
It's time to throw you on the couch.
Play my music.
Welcome to the halftime show of Tales from the Crib. This is the couch announcements where we let you know what's going on new on our channel or any of our other channels, any stuff we want to bring to your attention or let you know what's going on. We've been doing a lot of gaming. I've done some gaming. I played Call of Duty. I'll get that out later this week.
I'm on
probably
steroids
by like
with
Thursday
the game.
or Friday. My co-host is playing 200 million wrestling games.
Every time you go
trying to wrestle the world. It's just a big heap of nasty. Heap of wrestling.
So do you see every time you go on the gaming channel, you see another video game, you see another wrestling video game?
I was like, all this man does is wrestle.
They be addictive.
It's like every time he's like thinking to himself, do I need to wrestle? And it's like, do it.
No, man, the game
every time I go on the gaming channel and I'm like, what?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You a hater, man. You know, I'm trying to get. You know, we got 183 on that channel now. We're gonna have 4 channels and over 1,000.
I mean, 3 out of our 4 channels were YouTube partners. So remember to super thank us on this video, super thank us on TFTC clips, super thank us on Crib Reactions. If you like our reaction videos, we do music from the States, movie trailers, and also music from all over the world. So check us out on Crib Reactions, TFTC clips. If you don't have time to watch the podcast in full and want to check the highlights of the podcast, check out TFTC clips. Remember, you can leave super thanks on any of those channels to help support the channel or become a Patreon member on Crib Reactions. And maybe one day our gaming channel will be a YouTube partner, and then we'll have 4 out of 4 channels who are YouTube partners, and that'll be a great day.
They won't be the
goats. We'll be able
goats.
to pop champagne. We're on our way to be Mr. Beast.
Facts.
But speaking of beasting up, we need to talk about Crib Reactions. Thanks you for getting us to 8.9K. We have over 8,900 subs over on Crib Reactions. This is our money maker, our number one child, our stepchild that turned into our main child. Isn't that crazy?
Golden goose.
You're not supposed to love the stepchild like that, but when the stepchild steps up like this, you got to give him that love.
Exactly.
Yeah, almost to 9K subs. We dropped some Chief Keef, some XG, some Star Wars reactions, some Young Posse, some ATs. We've been checking out all kinds of stuff, so check us out on Crib Reactions. Get us to 9K subs, and check us out on Patreon at Crib Reactions if you want to see videos that are not available or not allowed on
Going
YouTube.
crazy with the Canva.
Oh, yeah. See, my coach got the purple saber. He's just like Mace Windu or Tinky Winky.
Horrible. But speaking of Tinky Winky,
we're going to talk about my co-host's favorite player, Rudy Gobert, was voted the most overrated player. Do you agree that it's Rudy Gobert?
I mean, heck, nah. I mean, looking at the list right now, I mean, they got Jason Tatum here. You know, you agree with Jason Tatum, but
overrated.
Horrible. But I mean, I gotta say, looking at this, it gotta be Jordan Poole.
Overrated.
It has to be Jordan Poole. I mean, look at him. He was doing all that amazing stuff over there in Golden State.
I don't know if that's overrated or just trauma from getting punched in the face.
It's a year later.
He might not be. He might not not be healed.
I mean, they do.
He might be like every time he takes a shower, think like Draymond's right around the corner.
He's like with Ryan.
Don't
it's
touch
like,
me,
it's
Draymond.
like Devin Haney with Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, knock the coins out of him.
Nah, but I mean, this is crazy.
Trae Young.
The NBA players.
I mean, I don't understand how Trae Young's overrated. I think he's properly rated. He's a special player, but I don't think he's like a super duper star yet. I think he's definitely like a poor man's Curry.
he's just short. I mean,
Dylan Brooks.
he's just defense. I don't even know why you even have him on the list.
You know what's crazy? He definitely got way more money in the offseason than I thought he would ever get.
That's probably why he's
Dallas
overrated.
Mavericks were looking to sign him for like a smaller amount, like the mid-level exception, and then he ended up getting like an $80 million contract, which is way over the mid-level exception. So shout out the Houston Rockets for believing in him that much. James Harden, yeah, I think James Harden's over the hill. He's inconsistent in the playoffs, and he's had a couple of bad experiences his last like 3 teams he's been on. So I definitely understand that. And then, you know, James Harden in his prime was mainly known as the foul baiter, not known for his plays. I mean, was getting pretty good at his
Until they changed the rules.
his illegal step back 3, which was a travel.
What about Lucas? Lucas step back 3
He
is
does
illegal.
it the legal way.
He travels like
He does it the Euro way.
He travels like LeBron.
No, LeBron does a crab dribble. And even Gilbert Arenas will tell you that is a travel. Cannot trust the crab dribble. LeBron like the crab dribble through 3 playoff series.
Nah, we got Bradley
Beal.
He's always injured.
Yeah. John Collins. Why are you hating on my man John Collins who's injured?
He's in Utah,
Halliburton
right?
is definitely overrated.
Halliburton's nice. You just don't like his shot.
He was nice. He has a goofy shot.
That's it.
But since the All-Star break, he's basically been a G League player.
You a-
Certified bum.
Why somebody comment down below? Like, nah, Tyrese Halliburton.
Julius
been
Randle's
averaging 20
definitely overrated. I played with him like last
This
season.
is Kobe
on my,
knew he was
my team.
overrated.
On my player, I went to the Knicks and he was on my team, and he held me back. I had to score like 50 points a game because Julius Randle, no matter how many perfect wide open looks I got him, was still averaging like 12 points a game. Karl Anthony Towns, I think they hate him because his voice, because he has like 7 different voices and he doesn't know which one he picks to choose from each day.
He's like running testing the shots.
Pat Beverly, yeah, he's overrated because he's just like a
He's
jerk.
defense.
He's a Tasmanian devil of defense. Saboner. Yeah, all those triple doubles, and his team didn't even make the playoffs, so definitely overrated. And Jason tip-tapping Tatum is a certified bum.
He's better than
Celtics
Luka.
can suck it for life. Boston can suck it for life. And I hate Boston.
What's wrong?
Tom Brady can suck it for life, too. The Boston Bruins can suck it for life. Mark Wahlberg can suck it for life.
The hate for Boston.
The Liberty Bell. That's what the Liberty Bell can get
For life.
for life. But speaking of for life,
The Boston
Everyone
Brewers, the Boston Red Sox,
yeah, all suck it. The Patriots can suck it.
Boston Baked Beans, Boston Market,
Yeah,
Clam Chowder,
Clam Chowder can suck it for life.
and the Boston Tea Party.
I like sweet tea. You're wasting good tea.
Nah, but back to what we were saying.
Oh, and then they had another survey with NBA players, and everyone's talking about, oh, we're done with the 90s, we're done with Michael Jordan. But then they actually voted current NBA players, and 46% said Michael Jordan's the GOAT. When it's enough hate and it's enough we're done with the 90s slander, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Sounds like the year
They're
2000
gonna always bring up the
kids.
90s. I mean,
90s was great. I think a lot of the 90s players would kill it now. That they would average like 30, 40 points a game if they played it today's rules.
but look how close it is with Jordan and Michael and LeBron. So you mean to tell me if LeBron James wins one more ring before he retires, you finna put him up? He's past Jordan.
No.
Still not.
Still lost too much.
But he's old.
Who?
LeBron. If LeBron wins one more ring at this age,
Does the old man ring count as 2 rings?
I mean,
It would be
Father
pretty
Time.
impressive. I mean, that would get him in the conversation. I think
He's in
you
the
could have a
conversation now.
conversation, but like, I just think he lost too much. And, Jordan really won like 6 and 7 years. Because he took a year off. He took off like three-quarters of the next year.
That's why he should be disqualified.
And then, he only played 10 games before the playoffs. And then he went all the way to the conference finals and lost to the Magic. But then the next year when he played the Magic, once he actually had an off season and practice, he swept them the next year. So it proved that wasn't even close. And then he did another three-peat. So 6 championships.
He quit.
6 championships in 7 years will never be touched again in a golden era. We're not talking about Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell. We're talking about players that played on colored TV.
Well, so tell me. We already talked about this. Y'all talk about
Color TV counts only.
You talk about the Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is the best baseball player in the world.
I don't watch baseball. Know nothing about baseball. We're talking about basketball.
You know about Babe Ruth?
I know he's a great Bambino, but I don't know what that means. I know they talked about him on Sandlot, but I don't care about baseball. I know Otani's cheating and throwing his interpreter underneath the bus completely. That's what I know about baseball. I know about if you build it, they will come.
Oh, God. Horrible. Man, but comment down below. Do you feel like...
Field of Dreams, baby.
Horrible. Rudy, do you feel like Rudy Gobert is the most overrated person in the NBA right now?
Yeah, because it's like Shaq was talking about. How do you keep on getting these 100?
Shaq just hates him.
No, but I mean, because I understand Shaq. Shaq was averaging like 25 and 12.
He didn't get us
and was like a dominant player, while Rudy Gobert averages like 10 and 10 with like a block a game, and he's getting like defensive player of the year
2.1 blocks
and
a
like
game.
multiple all-stars and $100 million contracts. Like Shaq could definitely say that like he don't get it, but
he's just mad because they didn't have that much money back in the day. They wasn't giving out those kind of contracts.
No, what's crazy is like people always want to talk about 90s players sucked and couldn't do it today. Who in today's NBA would guard Shaq? And Shaq was the 2000s, played in the 90s and in the 2000s. So it's like, who would guard Shaq in 2024?
Well, who would Shaq guard? It's not that many people that Shaq would guard.
Shaq could guard you, the Joker, for sure.
It's too far out.
He ain't posting them up at
threes.
all.
Joker shoot threes, though.
He would go out there.
No, he won't.
Mm-hmm.
He won't. Who's gonna get the rebounds? Who's gonna get the blocks and everything?
He's gonna contest and then get the rebound.
He's not that fast.
Oh yeah.
Especially
I'm talking about Orlando.
Remember Kobe kicked him off the team. Kobe
Shaq.
kicked him off the team because he didn't want to work out no more.
Because Kobe was a hater.
Exactly. Whatever.
No, I like Kobe.
Nah, but it's so disrespectful that Kobe Bryant only got 9.8. Kobe Bryant at least should have got 20 something. He has 5 rings. He did it with Shaq and without Shaq. You know where the
real disrespect is?
Magic Johnson.
Where's Tim Duncan?
Oh yeah, nobody respects Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan got 5 rings.
He's like he has to be the most.
He beat LeBron twice in the finals. Got 2 rings off LeBron. Got 2 rings off your GOAT.
And he also shitted on Amari Stoudemire.
No, Amari Stoudemire actually used to shit on him all the time.
Lies.
Stoudemire averaged like 40 points a game.
And still lost the game.
It's because the refs cheated. Everyone knows about Tim Donahue. We don't need to be bringing up garbage.
Oh, man. Speaking of Tim Donahue and horrible sports betting, moving on to the next topic here, man. We got Denver Nuggets' very own
Michael Porter Jr.'s
brothers, both brothers. We got the main brother, Jontay Porter, and we got the other brother, Coben Porter, who's about to go to jail for 6 years. Prison. This is Jontay, the one who plays for the Raptors. So if you didn't know the story, man,
basically, he had people that had betting accounts make big time bets. He barely played, so I think he averaged like under like 7 or 8 points a game, and they would always be bet over under like 7 points a game, and he would play and like say he was injured or didn't feel well and not go back in, and he'd have someone bet like 80,000 that he would score less than 7 points, and since he got injured, he wouldn't. And they would get that money. But a lot of the bets were so suspicious that they actually froze the money and didn't even pay out. And what's crazy is he had made so far like 2.3, almost $2.4 million playing in the league. And the amount that he would have personally made off of the bets was only like $21,000. So
I mean,
like,
that wasn't
why did
counting
you
the main
throw
one.
away, for such a small amount?
People get greedy. I
Or
mean,
the other, he might have done more than that, but that's what they're saying.
it's a gambling. I mean, it's a gambling habit. Once a gambling habit, and it's an addiction. Like you see these rappers out here. They always turn around gambling, rolling dice. It's an addiction. People. You see Michael Jordan.
I mean, you see what happened with Amigos.
You see what happened to Michael. I don't want to talk about. You disrespectful.
It's gambling addiction gone wrong.
I'll talk about your goat and his gambling addiction.
Just his addiction to winning.
Winning
Winning 6 championships in 7 years.
That's why he had to quit the NBA for 2 years.
He wanted to chase his dreams in baseball.
Horrible. But back to what we were saying. So if you didn't know, like my coach said, he was Jontay was basically betting on himself. He bet some games that, I'm gonna score 7 points. I'm gonna score less than 7 points. He go to the game. He come in, clock in, say, "Oh my eye," or "Oh my wrist," and stuff like that. He fake injuries.
Allergies.
He fake injuries, and then he get a payout. But I mean, this time was just suspicious. This time he bet he'd make the under part. He made the under. He bet so much that it basically triggered the system because nobody would ever bet that much money on Jontay Porter.
I mean, he could have probably done smaller bets for a long time.
And
for
got away with it.
5, 10, 15 grand even. But man, it's like I'm betting 100 grand on this player that probably only barely gets any bets put on him.
Facts. And
they're gonna look into that dude.
Yep, and they also say they have videos of him basically like shooting the ball and making threes and being like, "Damn, well he shouldn't have made that." Look, I lost my parlay.
Dang it!
Imagine that. Imagine you set a parlay on yourself and you still mess it up. I mean, it's not.
I'm just too good.
Not in your hand, but I mean, you have that part, so that's going crazy. Along with the other brother, they have a younger brother named Coben. Coben lives in Denver. He plays for the Denver University basketball team. Last year, he was in a crazy DUI. He ran through a red light in basically early mornings.
Oh, allegedly.
No, it happened first. They have video camera and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and he got sentenced for it. So, I mean, we have the video right here. Play the video, co-host, and we'll come back and let you know the rest.
Driver at the intersection of University and Bucktail Boulevard, that is near the DU campus. Our Connor McHugh joins us live there tonight. He's been working on this story, and Connor, you have been looking into this investigation for us.
Yeah, Karen, police say it all happened here early Sunday morning when Porter allegedly sped through a red light at this intersection, going on to hit another vehicle. Now, one woman is dead, a man has serious injuries, and the driver who attended this campus could face a number of charges. At the edge of the DU campus, broken car parts and scattered clothing give a glimpse at a deadly and heartbreaking scene. It all happened early Sunday morning with a driver heading east on Bucktail.
So we have evidence that he entered the intersection on a red light.
Sergeant Mike Farr says within seconds that driver hit a Tesla going through the intersection, killing the driver and seriously injuring their passenger. Once on scene, officers arrested 21-year-old Coben Porter in connection to the crash. Investigators estimate he was driving around 50 miles per hour at the time. According to arrest paperwork, he also displayed bloodshot and watery eyes, slurred and mumbling speech, and the strong odor of an alcoholic beverage on his breath. Police say a blood sample was taken on scene.
Definitely tried to compartmentalize. Some bad and sad stuff happened to a couple of my brothers, but I got, 15, 16 more brothers in here, so I knew I had to be here for them and come in here and do my job and try to prepare to do it at a high level.
Coach was saying that.
Yeah, I mean, each one of them texted me separately and just told me they got my back. If I need anything, they got me. A lot of people have been reaching out, friends, family, so to have these guys understand, why I missed practice yesterday and just have my back has been big for me.
Man, have my dog back, man. Michael Porter Jr. just going through it. Both his brothers going through a crazy situation.
They're criminals.
The old Jontay got the lifetime ban from the NBA. The younger brother finna go to basically jail for 6 years. You've seen it would have been 8 years, but they running it concurrent. so he's only going to do 6. A lot of people in the city of Colorado, in the city of Denver, are basically mad because they feel like you have vehicle manslaughter. You were drinking. You should have received more years, more time than just 6 years. And the only reason you got this was because your brother's Michael Porter Jr. and that's basically their city's basketball team. Which is sad. I mean, even when you see the family, they showed the family after the whole situation, and you would think you would see them crying. They weren't even crying. They were like, "Oh, they understand. They see that
Who's crying? Who wasn't crying?
The family of the people that died.
Oh,
they weren't crying. They see that he's he's basically remorseful over this situation. And the whole time I'm thinking like he must have paid y'all off, man, because I would have been here sitting boo-hoo crying because it makes no sense why this shit even happened. It's just a tragic situation.
Yeah, man, it's definitely tragic. RIP the people that passed away in that accident. It is tough for Michael Porter Jr. You got to have some empathy for him too. You know, to have a brother that you're like, man, it's cool to have a brother, and we both made it to the NBA. We're both living our dream.
Mm-hmm.
And then the brother gets in the news for all the wrong reasons and gets banned. And then another brother, before he even gets his chance to get drafted, wants to commit this unfortunate act of, making someone lose their life because they were drunk driving. So,
and a lot of people,
all kinds of unfortunate.
And a lot of people were saying like, oh, why it's not fair? Like, how come NBA players and other sport players can't bet on their sports? And I mean, like, it's like people are already.
They can bet on other sports. But I don't think that they can bet on their sport because it's too close to home.
It's too close to home.
Because like they even had like some NBA players talking about how they bet on NFL games.
See,
I don't think they should be able to bet at all.
Why not?
Because they might got insider information.
I mean, what's wrong? Everybody got insider information. We finna have insider information soon.
Like the wrestling.
A lot of other stuff. So I mean, and it's like people were saying that they're already saying like sports are already scripted. So if they find out like if they already feeling like sports is already scripted, then on top of that, you betting on your team losing. I mean, you can't have that. You can't have nobody.
This show is scripted. If you didn't know, we have a teleprompter right here, and we read all of our lines.
Man, but all prayers go out to the Porters, man. They can hopefully figure this out. I don't think he's gonna do the full 6 years. So you do like 85%. Then you finna end up going to jail and doing like community service and things like that to cut time also.
I feel
so
like
say
most
4 years.
sentences you get half.
So if you do like
good behavior and like other stuff, that you get like half.
Yeah, you end up doing like half the time. That's what usually happens.
Or it's either like a half to 3/4.
It's close enough.
50 to 75%.
I mean, hey, you get real close. Horrible.
But speaking of making them say "a," we'll talk about the coin puncher himself.
Man, we talk about the fight of the century, man. I told y'all, boxing people, man. Yeah, I told y'all that we were going with Ryan Garcia, even though he was doing this funny stuff. I mean, Ryan Garcia is the main one because at the end of the day, the king of boxing can't be somebody with a jab.
You can't contain crazy.
You can't. It's horrible. So exactly,
he uses crazy powers, flexed up, and good looking.
Exactly, man. This past weekend, April 20th, Devin the Dream Haney fought Ryan the King Garcia in a boxing match. It was supposed to be at 140. Ryan came at 143.5. I mean, I knew it was a trick, man. He pulled a Jontay Davis because Jontay Davis' last fight had a rehydration clause with a catch weight. So Devin Haney. I mean, Ryan Garcia couldn't pass. I think like 144 to 146 range. And this time, Devin Haney ain't do that. He was too ready to go. He thought it was gonna be easy money. Him and Bill thought it was knocking Ryan Garcia was gonna be easy money.
Which is always
think about it.
Well, I'll bring us back on screen. Which is weird. Is I'm not a super boxing So if you're watching this on TFTC clips, I'm not like a boxing super fan where I know everything, so don't judge me like that. But it's just like I didn't know. Like I always thought that like you had to make weight like the weight of the fight, like fight night.
Well, they used to do that.
If this is a fight at 140, they weigh you before like you go in the ring, like after you get taped up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of fights now they do it the day before. So if you can actually diet down or sweat out your weight down to 140, and then you can gain anywhere from 10 to 20 pounds when you rehydrate the next day. So, Javante definitely didn't want Ryan to get back to his size, so he had a rehydration clause where if he got back up to a certain weight, they wouldn't fight. And they didn't have this. And they say most fights actually don't. So then Haney fought Ryan Garcia at full power, and looks like Ryan knocked the coins out of him.
Exactly. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, I didn't. At first, when I thought about it, I said, man, this man's crazy, but I knew it was all fake. I mean, I knew he was faking crazy to sell a fight because, like I said, man, another thing that's an L with Devin the Dream Haney is he can't sell a fight. He can't sell a fight if you gave him a newspaper. It's just horrible. I mean, like, if you think about it, you don't see him doing no TikTok videos. He ain't doing no music videos. He ain't funny. He don't do nothing.
No, he's not in the public eye like that. And what really messed it up is a lot of people were talking about him ducking fights, which just never makes you look good in the boxing industry. And then especially like he's his last couple fights,
The Lomachenko rematch, he don't want it.
Where it wasn't really impressive. I think me and you watched his last fight.
Oh, Prigos, what's the name?
I honestly
forgot
forget
his
who
name.
even
Yeah,
fought, but I know we saw his last big fight before Ryan. We saw it on pay-per-view with our boy Seth, and it was super unimpressive. Devin Haney just basically looked like he went in the ring just to survive, that he wasn't knocking anyone out, and then they gave him the win when we honestly didn't think he deserved it. And then this fight, he couldn't even fake it and just try to get the points. He got knocked down. Was it four times?
Like 3-4 times. I mean, it would have been more, but because one of the times the ref said, "Oh yeah, Ryan pushed him down," which is fake.
Oh, he called a slip.
I mean, he had the Bambi legs the whole time. I mean, it was just horrible. I mean, we got Ryan Garcia basically talking about the fight situation, what he did to prepare, and then we got Bill Haney talking about he want a rematch, and then we gonna come back and ask you, does Devin need to fire Bill? Is it time to get another trainer?
Because I don't give a fuck what people say about me.
That's right.
I walked through the fire and still held it down and still beat fucking Devin Haney and still drank every day and still beat him. And I did everything. Not what the fuck? Hey, what happened? False reality, right? Drank every single night, went out on the first Monday and a Tuesday and drank.
Thank you,
what
Jesus.
happened? I won.
He did calm down.
Not necessarily. Wait. Not necessarily am I proud of that, but I'm just saying this is. It was a statement to show you guys can't really fuck with me.
That's right.
I do whatever I want. I still win. Smoking on that Bill Haney back.
That Bill Haney back.
You deserve
Devin Haney, your daddy said you were going to be the next Floyd Mayweather. He was a damn lie. And I'm standing on TMT business. Don't compare Devin to Floyd no damn more. Boy, I thought you got stabbed in that ring the way you were bleeding tonight. Bill, where you at? You bring your rabbit ass on here, Bill, where you at? Now, Devin, you talking about what you would do to Tank. Boy, you better leave Tank alone. You can't even beat Ryan. Went all the way to New York just to get your ass knocked out. Trash. Your boxing trainer. Trash.
Boxing career trash.
Your jump shot trash.
So before we move on,
this is what happened. He was in the ring.
Exactly. So if you didn't know, everybody was saying it. The whole match, the whole thing was just horrible in the beginning. Everybody's talking about every time Devin Haney throws his jab, he always ducks to the left side. Ryan always known for his left hook. And as soon as the match started, boom, he caught him with the left hook. You seen Devin Haney was stumbling. Coming in at 140 and then trying to gain weight is just crazy. Ryan Garcia did another interview, said he came in at 143, and then the next day he came back to the fight. He was fighting at like 160 to 165, which was crazy. He said he pulled a Devin on Devin because people saying Devin's a weight bully. He basically comes in, he basically goes in and fights at 140, and then once it's actually fight time, he balloons up to like 25 pounds. That's what he did to a couple of his other fights. In the Prigos fight, he gained like over 20-something pounds, and Prigos only gained like 17 pounds. So he's basically known to do that. But it's just stupid on Devin Haney part. Even though you fought Ryan a bunch of times in the amateurs, you took him lightly this time, and he caught you slipping.
A lot of people say that this is like the game 7 because they were 3-3 in the amateurs, which is a draw. and this was their first fight in the big times as pros. And Haney was undefeated, and Garcia was his only loss against Gervonta?
Yeah, his only loss was against Jontay.
Man.
So now, I mean, even though this isn't even though it's not for the title, even though Ryan has never won a title, I mean, like, this still means something. I mean, like, this gonna put him up there in the ranking. A lot of people putting him higher up there in ranking, so he's gonna get more money.
Yeah, you beat the champ, even though just because you were 3 pounds overweight, it wasn't for the title.
Exactly.
Like, you still get the title points in the rankings.
He can go for the title. He can go for the 147 title. I mean, like, he in that range. He can do all that. I mean, I can see that happening.
Do you think he's gonna do the Gervonta rematch?
If Gervonta has, I think they're saying Gervonta may fight that Frank Martin dude. I think.
Well, it's
but
weird.
after that fight, maybe. But
So
no, but they said what?
Well, I was gonna say, do you believe what they're saying with Ryan Garcia's fans or Ryan Garcia's camp, that one, that Davis didn't let him rehydrate, and two, that he had like a broken rib, and that they leaked it, so Gervonta kept on doing rib shots, which is why he took a knee and lost. Do you think that those two things were the reason that he lost, or do you think that he just lost because Davis is a better fighter?
No, he lost. 'Cause, I mean, it's both. It's both of them. Like, Gervonta Davis is an amazing fighter, but at the same time, like, that whole rehydration thing is real. I'm seeing, like, after these back-to-back fights, it's real. Like, it's like you dropping all the way. If you 160 on your regular normal day. If you're in a regular normal day, if you 160, 165, and you drop all the way down to 140, 138, 140, and then you bloom back up in a day, you're going to be weak and tired.
Yeah.
And you won't have any power. So, I mean, Gervonta Davis took away the power. So, I mean, they know he got power. And he's bigger than Gervonta Davis, a lot taller.
That's what a lot of Garcia fans are saying, that they feel like that's why Gervonta did that, so that way Garcia wouldn't have his punch power.
Yeah, I can see that. But I mean,
put it in the comments below. Me and my co-host have been getting more into boxing, more into UFC.
But it's not gonna happen.
We're not boxing or UFC experts, but we're definitely giving you our opinion, as people have been checking out a lot of fights more lately. So it was an epic fight. I checked it out, and it was really funny seeing Ryan taunt him at the end. But I do wish that Ryan would have just tried to finish him off.
You saw the ref. You saw his trainer. His trainer was like, don't stop goofing off. We about to win this. He was like, don't screw it up.
Yeah,
because he was like, I mean, it could have happened. I mean,
that'd been funny if he stuck his tongue out and then got rocked in the jaw.
Exactly, but he wasn't get rocked in the jaw fighting Devin Haney.
Supposedly, Devin Haney got his jaw broken.
Exactly, but how did you feel about all the hugging? Like, you seen every time.
It's a little too much hugging. I think they were getting tired.
It was probably Devin getting tired. Yeah, probably.
They were both getting tired. They were both doing some hugging after a while.
And then you seen towards.
And then it was also weird. Like, Ryan was doing that Floyd defense where he kind of
the Philly shell
goes like that, and then like gives him his back.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, "You can't punch him in the back," and he's like, "Well, that's what he's giving me." But yeah, it was a good fight. I enjoyed it, and we'll see what's next for both of these fighters. See if any of them get in the ring with Tank, or if they're gonna have some other fights before that.
I mean, because it's gonna be crazy. I don't think he's gonna fight a hard fighter after his loss. I don't think Devin Haney's gonna fight a hard fighter next. He's gonna fight probably like a trash person. But we gonna see. And also, I mean, you already know Bill Haney talking about he want that rematch. We got a video right here of Bill talking about it, saying,
son's the best in the world.
My son's a warrior.
To me, I love him to death.
Definitely want a rematch. Devin is still the WBC champion. He couldn't lose the belt because Ryan was overweight. He didn't make the scale. But we wanted to make the fight happen. My son is the best son in the world to me. And I love him to death. I'll continue to go and bat for him. I'll continue to stay outside. You know what I mean? We didn't just start this journey when we started boxing, So I'm backing fully. I ain't going nowhere. Period.
So you ain't going.
I mean, what is he supposed to say?
I mean, it's his dad.
He's like, I'm switching to Team Garcia.
Nah, I mean, but people are saying like maybe he needs to add more. Devin Haney needs to add more boxing trainers around him. I mean, because he only can learn so much for his dad. He needs to learn some more techniques. He needs to know more than just
Floyd
that jab.
was training him up.
He beefing with Floyd. That's why Floyd was. He beefing with Floyd. That's what trying to do his own thing. Because I think.
Oh, they said there's also a Prime drink curse. That every athlete that's got sponsored by Prime Drink has lost their next fight.
True, I did hear about the Prime
that
drink.
Devin Haney got on Prime and then he lost his next fight.
He had a lawsuit coming out that Ryan Garcia was talking about in the interview. I mean, Prime is, people say because they saying it's not safe for kids. It needs to have an age restriction on it because there's something in it it has too much of it that's made for.
It's like an energy drink.
Yeah, it's a strong energy drink that's like up there with Red Bull and the kids.
Comment down below. Do you drink Prime? Do you?
He said kids love it. This is the #1 drink for kids. They drink it like Gatorade. But I mean, y'all comment down below. Let me know. Do y'all think that that Devin needs to get another trainer, and also who should Devin Haney fight next? Comment down below who
should
you
fight these.
Horrible. But you already know, man. It's time for the closing.
It's not the closing. It's the music section, co-host. How many episodes do I have to remind you?
155.
But it's the new music. Yeah, I've been actually. If you want to know how to get an emulator on your iPhone, let me know on Instagram. Tales from the Crib 2.0. I downloaded Super Nintendo Dragon Ball Z games.
Is that fun? You play it?
Hyper Dimension is pretty good.
Okay,
it's pretty good. And they also got Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, all the classic games. Let me know if you want to know how to play that. But we got to check out Music Mix number 5. We finally got it up to 10 videos. Added some T Grizzly, Suffer in Silence. So check out that playlist. And remember, if you want a lot more tracks, Music Mix number 4, I think it's got over to 200, 300 songs.
Yep.
Same thing with all the previous music mixes. So check out our music mixes in the playlist section. New Music Friday. This is what came out on Friday, which really for us means Thursday at 11. Nicki Minaj, Money Man. Jaden, Suicide Boys, Mozzie had a new album.
It was alright.
G Perkio,
Los, I heard that Los, that Nino paid, G Perico. I mean, it's a lot of mid stuff that drive. Nothing big came out. A lot
of stuff my co-host is fan of.
He's hush up. But I mean, that Lola Brooks dropped the deluxe of her album. It was alright. She dropped like 4 or 5 new songs. I don't really care for it. I think that's the name. I think that's the name of her song. Though I forgot. But moving on, man. We got my pick, man. We got my dog G Perico. He finally dropped an album that I'm finally giving a stamp to. His past couple of albums, even the one with DJ Drama, I ain't really mess with.
Revenge?
It's only 10 tracks. Did
he get his revenge?
He got his revenge. 10 tracks, straight bangers. I like them all. Nothing slow. I think Drew Perico's good on the fast beats. You gotta listen to it. Gotta check it out. His most recent song, G Slime Revenge. Man, Feist out of California.
California love.
But you already know, man. It's time for my co-host pick. Now, this surprised me out of nowhere, man. My co-host picked that new YNW Melly.
Young New Wave. YNW Melly. YNW for life. Yeah, man. To be honest, I haven't really listened to this like all the way through a couple times. I only got to listen through it once.
Mm-hmm.
But it did have a couple classic YNW Melly type songs. So I'm going to give it a full listen through and check it out. Put it down in the comments below if you are into YNW Melly and if you thought this album was any good. So check it out down below. And remember, if you have any music picks, always put it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Put it in the comments if you ever have any music picks. We always checking out music. And who knows, if you have a music video, one day we might do it over on Crib Reactions. So thanks for tuning in and make sure you check that out. But as always, we need you to like, comment, subscribe. Super thanks us if you really love us. You can super thanks us here on Tales from the Crib. Super thanks us on TFTC Clips if you're watching the Clips channel and want to just give support on that clip to let us know you like clips like that or want to talk about topics like that. Also, Crib Reactions, you could give us super thanks. Yeah, 3 out of our 4 channels we're YouTube partners, so you could give us super thanks on those channels. Follow us on TFTC Gaming, so then we could be 4 for 4. We're playing all kinds of video games. I'm playing Call of Duty. I just downloaded a game called Clash. Gonna play Star Wars, Dragon Ball Z games. My co-host is playing UFC and wrestling. So check us out on TFTC Gaming.
I'm about to get a new college football.
Hopefully that comes out.
Yeah,
we got our QR codes.
Be better.
We got Tales from the Crib QR code, Crib Reactions. Get us to 9K subs, to 10 million subs. Tales from the Crib QR code. Check us out there.
Boom.
And hold on, I'm going to get some music while we get out of here. Bada bing, bada bing. But thanks for tuning in. It's your boy Chico Grande, Chico 2 times. Felix Supreme 305. We will see you later. Tales from the Crib.
Dropping every Tuesday.
Or Wednesday.
You know, depending. It's playoff time, man. You got to give us a break. It's playoffs. We got to get really next to the lot. You got to get used to the new schedule. Tongue tied. For your dad. Episode 153. TFTC podcast. Home of the Messiest podcast. Kanye West mess. Chris Brown drama.
I think we're going to have a basketball podcast later this week.
Ooh.
Maybe we'll get our boy RealGood_Doty to talk about his New York Knicks. He loves Jalen Brunson, so let us know if you want that and bring it back for a sports clip. But yeah, thanks for tuning in every week, usually every Tuesday, sometimes every Wednesday if we're busy. Thanks for tuning in. If you watched this far, you're the truth.
Thanks for the over 700 views last episode.
Yeah, try to get us to over 1K views every episode. Get us to 2K subs on this channel. Get TFTC clips to 2K subs. Crib reactions to 10K subs.